Welcome to the Bendano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. 2 years later, we're regurgitating the same nonsense we were talking about during Caitlin Clark's rookie season, demanding people to be fans of everybody and not just one person, policing fan bases. And I need to be honest here. Sue Bird having her own podcast, platforming people to come talk down. Well, Sue Bird, that's not really the best look for somebody who's in charge of the women's side of USA basketball, is it? That's just my opinion. Nodding along in agreement, that's not the best look for somebody in charge of USA basketball, Sue Bird. That's just my opinion. Katie Nolan was the latest to offer her. If you don't know who Katie Nolan is, borderline don't blame you. She was at ESPN, flopped. Now she's doing her own thing, showing up sporadically on Pablo Torre, finds out it is what it is. Katie Nolan is the latest to offer her 2 cents on the Caitlin Clark fan base, aka the CC effect as well. Let's take a listen and hear what Katie Nolan had to say.
During the WNBA this season, I feel like we sort of had one of those particular growing pains where it's like some of the people that are coming in and watching the sport and are fans of the sport feel like maybe they're there for a weird reason. And now they've found sort of maybe one player to hyper fixate on that they feel stands at odds with what a WNBA player is in their minds. And they passionately love that player in a way that actually just feels like it's hate being disguised as love that they want to have against the rest of the league. And we sort of had this moment where the rest of the fans had to go like, you paid the same money for your ticket and you being here is also helpful to the sport. And that's a really difficult thing to do. They had no sort of reverence for the fact that like, buddy, this conversation's been going on without you for years and years and years. And now you come in here and just think that you can, because you love this one player and this one player is very good. She's very, very good. And like, I would love to just openly love them. Those are the types of moments that as a women's sports fan, I like really bristle against, where I'm just like, I hate that we have to go through this, but we do have to go through this. This is the growth period.
Yeah, I hate we have to go through this too, Ms. Nolan. I hate that we have to go through people demanding certain actions from fan bases. People who have been following the WNBA through their drowning period, feeling better than the newer fans coming in because a certain somebody shined a light on the league, because a certain somebody is heads and shoulders above everything else we've seen in the league, because a certain somebody captivates people's imaginations, a certain somebody elevates above everybody else. Yeah, I'm tired. We need to have conversations like this also, especially 2 years in. Katie, in case people don't realize this, the Caitlin Clark fan base, we're going to call it what it is, the Caitlin Clark fan base. I'm going to separate people that are Caitlin Clark fan base and WNBA fans. I'm separating them. No disrespect, just for this point. The Caitlin Clark fan base alone is bigger than the entire WNBA fan base. The reason why viewership jumped a certain way when Caitlin Clark got into the league signifies that fact. The fact that games this year only grew 6% when we're incorporating a larger amount of television screens, a larger amount of viewing experiences in the ratings, and it only grew 6%, not the W we think it is. Well, it's the W that we think, well, not the W that you guys think it is. Let's kind of break this down a little bit more. Here we go.
During the WNBA this season, I feel like we sort of had one of those particular growing pains where it's like some of the people that are coming in and watching the sport and are fans of the sport feel like...
I'm not fans of the sport. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not a fan of the WNBA. I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark. One more time. I'm not a fan of the WNBA. I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark. You call that toxic? I don't care. You call it part of the dark side? I represent that proudly. Let's go on.
Maybe they're there for a weird reason. And now they...
So being a fan of Caitlin Clark is a weird reason? No, let's break this down, actually. The weird reason The weird reason that people are fans of the WNBA, close your ears, kids, maybe go into the room and watch this alone, parents, is all of these lesbians obsessing over the other lesbians in the league. That's the weird reasons people are fans of the WNBA. If we want to keep it if we want to call a spade, that's the weird reason. Oh, glazing over these players. Don't care about basketball, but care about the drama. Don't care about basketball, but care about, oh, she's in a relationship with her, and she's in a relationship with her, and ooh, she looks so good, and ooh, she looks so good. That's the weird reason that I've noticed that a lot of WNBA fans, not really fans of the basketball, they're fans of the the idea of getting with these chicks that are playing basketball. That's the weird reason to me. But that's just me. Let's keep going.
They've found sort of maybe one player to hyperfixate on that they feel stands at odds with what a WNBA player is in their mind.
A WNBA player in my mind, well, it used to be somebody that could make fundamental layups. It used to be somebody that could dribble without turning the ball over. It used to be somebody that can convert a wide open midi. It used to be, in my mind, that's what it used to be. But then I watched the games. And what I thought it was compared to what it really was, couple different things. Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark, Nafisa Collier, Sabrina at times. That's what it used to be in my mind. But as for the other 150 other I'm not so sure about that.
And they passionately love that player in a way that actually just feels like it's hate being disguised as love that they want to have against the rest of the league. And we sort of had this moment where the rest of the fans had to go like, you paid the same money for your ticket and you being here is also helpful to the sport.
Well, let's be fair here. Indiana Fever fans don't pay the same amount of money for their ticket as other fans do. The ticket price to get to an Indiana Fever game, got news for you. A lot more expensive than getting into a Minnesota Lynx game. Shh, don't tell anybody. The cost of getting into an Indiana Fever game, a lot more expensive to get into a Seattle Storm game. Shh, don't let anybody fool you. And this is the craziest part. If you're Atlanta Dream, and every home game for the Atlanta Dream is $50 for a regular ticket, when Indiana Fever come to town, it's like $200 for a regular ticket. So we're not paying the same. Sorry, we're not paying the same. Fever fans aren't paying the same as everybody else. Sounds good. It's not the truth, though.
And that's a really difficult thing to do. They had no sort of reverence for the fact that, like, buddy, this conversation's been going on without you for years and years and years. And now you come in here and just think that you can, because you love this one player, and this one player is very good. She's very, very good. And like, I would love to just openly love them. Those are the types of moments that as a women's sports fan, I like really bristle.
And Sue Bird platforming this nonsense, it's just nasty work. Sue Bird platforming this, co-signing this in silence, nasty work. Sue Bird being in charge of the USA basketball team and doing this as well, allowing this, nasty work. Again, you can't take any of these people serious. None of them are genuine. The reason why they're so quiet, because they feel the same exact way. The reason why they're so quiet is because they feel the same exact way. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise! Here's Rose, oh goodness. She's literally failed every place she's been at. Uh-oh. Why? Disgusting takes just like this. Oh, I needed the news cycle? Let me attack Caitlin Clark fans. White women like this are interesting because they will regurgitate this take for brownie points for the thousandth times, but they ain't saying nothing about there being no black women head coaches in the W as of right now. Y'all priorities are out of whack if we're being honest. God damn. God damn. In my opinion, there's a sound of arrogance and entitled over voice. And it's not your opinion, it's a fact. We will cheer on who we want and against who we want. If you have a problem with that, then too bad. Please shut the fuck up with this weak narrative already. Clown, clown, clown is my description for this guest. Respectfully, oh, damn. Woo. Sue Bird to Caitlyn treatment is hate disguised as love. He sees it. Hate disguised as love is literally how the media treats Caitlyn Clark. It is wild that she can make these claims about one fan base without mentioning any of the toxicity from the others. And the fact that this idea is being promoted on Sue and Megan's podcast, why is the focus always on fans online who mostly do not attend games? If you're consuming the games through social media, you aren't consuming the games. Maybe the problem is you. Well, I also talked about it. The fans that do attend games, they're paying a lot of money. Like this woman right over here, Kiela, she's gone to a lot of Fever games. She's gone to tons of Fever games. Tons of Fever games. She can talk loud and proud. Talk your shit. The victim mentality and pot stirring in the WNBA needs to be studied. The players lied about the bus incident, monkey chants, and so much more, but the new fans are the problem. The issue isn't the fans or Caitlyn, it's the league that uses social issues for clicks and attention. Let's not forget about Cock Copper getting Cock Copper's wig falling off, Alyssa Thomas kicking out a fan for laughing at her wig falling off. Let's talk about a crypto group looking at the WNBA as such a joke that they're throwing green dildos on the court. Pardon my language, it is what it is. Time after time after time after time after time after time after time. Remind me again when next season I'm up at 2 a.m. to watch games in Germany and for the World Cup to support the women, or planning on spending thousands of euros to travel across the pond to catch a game in the US. Spending EUs and shipping cost. Supporting multiple players. It's hate disguised as love. God forbid people love one player in particular and not the entire workforce of every single team in the league. Yeah, God forbid normal fans be normal fans. People grew up on fans of Michael Jordan. Were people throwing pitchforks because you didn't like Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys Pistons too? No, nobody threw a fucking fit about it. Did people throw a fit that you didn't like Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, and the Supersonics? No, nobody gave a rat's ass. But it's an issue now. Because the jealousy, the victimhood, the we want to be accepted. It's nasty, nasty, nasty business. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Like the video, comment, subscribe. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.